So have you guys seen the news?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Some.
on the news, they're saying that 340,000 UPS workers are voting on whether to authorize a massive strike. Is this a good move if they were to vote yes? What are your thoughts?
It's a strike for that.
I'm all for workers' rights. So.
Yeah, it's better, I guess, better wages, working conditions, the same old, that usually every strike is.
I think that they're really, like, all these strikes is absolutely your right to do. And you play this game of chicken, like with the rider stuff, like no one's really caved on that yet.
Yeah.
And with these, and I think it would probably cost UPS less to deploy like a drone fleet that have 340,000 workers.
Yeah.
Sign on for some whatever they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can push, but eventually, like I think they might overplay their hand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's coming for them either way.
Yeah. So this might motivate UPS to come up with an other alternative faster than they
would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not happen overnight, but they might be getting there sooner than we think. And I don't know, they're thinking that, I mean, they said it's going to affect it's going to affect businesses and people. What do they say, like 6% of deliveries every day are through UPS, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in hindsight, it actually really is. But
6%? Who's the other?
There's Amazon, FedEx, the mail. I'm pretty sure they're the majority of it.
Who's the top one?
That's probably got to be probably the mail.
The mail?
Still.
Yeah.
Packages, though? Really?
Packages, I would say probably not anymore.
Mm.
I would probably guess Amazon for like packages in general.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's terrible for everyone, because it's going to affect businesses, and that might even affect us here, right? Because we get a lot of our stuff comes through. We get a lot of stuff through FedEx, but also mostly UPS, though, right?
Yeah.
And UPS picks up our stuff too.
Or they'll hire workers that aren't union for half the price.
Scabs?
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-union, but I'm fought for pro-union.
Mm-hmm.
We played this game against the owners of these companies. They might just hire someone too that will do the job almost as good as you, but for a lot less.
Yeah.
If you can pay 50% and get 70% of the work, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, I could say I definitely think that's not, but the way technology is evolving, I think that is a really
wouldn't
dangerous game.
50%, wouldn't that be less than what minimum wages now?
I don't know which workers these are, but
yeah.
I've heard drivers and like a lot of these, like that's not all drivers, I'm sure.
It's sorters,
like
sorters that work in the facilities. Yeah.
Well, then probably not 50%. Pay like 80% and get 90%. I don't think there's a huge learning curve of these the warehouse type sorter people. I think it's like a one-day training and you're good to go.
Yeah, they just throw you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just want everyone to just have good wage or a fair wage, and stuff like that. But
what if it's not even about the wages? It's about what if it's just working conditions, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Like the safety and.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. What is it actually about?
Put fans in the truck.
Fans or cameras or
so this is
body cameras or something like that.
This is a UPS type strike thing. So let's just look UPS strike and see what happens. What do you need to know about the potential UPS?
Let's bring in the robot. Drone
UPS
delivery.
workers, other union.
No.
It would be a full UPS work stoppage, I guess. It's half the UPS employee base and includes drivers and package sorters.
I mean,
that many people though, that's a lot.
But why?
That's a lot of people.
What's the actual
Probably
reason?
give you like 3 guesses. You only need 1. I'm sure it's we're underappreciated. Only get 6 weeks of vacation this year.
I mean, short term, it would cost them a really big headache.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 6% of the GDP, or the gross domestic product.
FedEx is unreliable.
It doesn't really say. This is the CNN one. It doesn't really say what
Doesn't
though.
really say why.
Yeah, that's the one
Oh,
I
here's
read.
some of it. Improved pay and benefits,
Of course.
better working condition, including air conditioning in the trucks, and they said it poses a health risk for drivers.
Instead of
I
fan
mean,
in
I
the truck.
understand that, but is that even possible?
With how much starting and stopping it is,
Yeah.
it does every time. It's just all gonna every time.
Right. It
Mhm.
just seems unrealistic, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like one of those things. Don't you know what you're signing up for when you start there? Like, I've never been a UPS driver, but I kind of know that you drive around a big metal truck.
Mm-hmm. No AC or no
Right.
heat or
You're
I
on
mean,
your
it's not
feet.
great.
You're picking up stuff
Yeah.
a lot. That's
But I mean, I get it.
The
I
drivers
like,
that come here, they look like they're sweating bullets every time. Like it.
right.
In the
I've worked
summertime.
outside, Joe. I had an outside job. I sweated my tail off.
Yeah.
I knew what I was getting into.
Mm-hmm.
You also hated it. Why aren't you there
Well,
anymore?
Because I didn't pay. I didn't actually hate it.
So they're
There you
doing
go.
what?
I didn't get any. There was no
Well, if
pay.
it, no, but if it was
Yeah,
so,
I know. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
the pay's got to outweigh like
Mm-hmm.
everything
that's,
else.
That's
But
a good point. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes because I think short term, I think the workers are probably going to get what they want, but I think you'd be foolish if you didn't think this might motivate UPS to start looking for alternatives.
well, and I think that like I'm really generally I would say indifferent to
Mhm.
unions, and I think that eventually some of these companies are going to say, "Well, let's do without you then."
Mhm.
Eventually, it's going to happen. There'll be backlash here, and you have all the paid union guys on the side of the street. Yeah, pro union, you suck, UPS. Getting paid. What they get paid on the side? Like as part of like their union stuff. Didn't you say that one time, Kelly?
Yeah,
like
they
the
have
union
to.
workers on the side, like
Mhm.
protesting, like they get paid too.
It's not like their
It's not-
full salary, but if they're laid off, and that is part of like their union responsibilities is they have to go do that, like the picketing thing. And you get paid per day. And I don't remember exactly how much it was because it was years ago that Matt had to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's part of your requirements.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of it, it's just like business in so many ways is the game when they're playing a game.
Mhm.
And like you have your hand, and sure you think eventually they're going to pay, but some eventually like Elon Musk is like, oh, I'm going to buy UPS. So union's gone. Sorry, that's going to happen at some point. It might not be this time, might not be 10 times from now, but
Yeah.
eventually he's going to say, well, oh, I'm going to cut costs by 40% by doing this. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's going to happen eventually when one of these eccentric billionaires decides to come to town.
Come step in and just buy out everything and
Mhm.
just say, the heck with unions.
Because you got like 40% of Twitter's workforce.
I wonder what happened after that. Like,
Well, you know
if
why?
350,000 people get laid off.
Yeah. I don't want them to go on strike though. I got packages.
I bet many could get rehired back though,
Yeah.
as not the union variety,
Mm-hmm.
and they might pick 80 cents out of the dollar instead of 0 cents out of the dollar.
Until working conditions get worse again, and then they start their union all over.
Maybe.
That's what happens.
Well, yeah, when all that stuff starts, right? And
Right,
then, yeah, let's
that's how-
band together for this power
Right.
numbers, which is true.
I'm all for workers' rights, though. So if they want to protest, well, it's just going to suck for everybody.
Yeah. I don't want to go on strike for selfish
Right.
reasons because I want my packages. And yeah,
I got Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Send it.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We have. Yeah. They still have to vote